come and drive by the seaside and throw out the scandal bag full of garbage all the while.
And nobody cares about the garbage.
People who live near the gully, they don't intend to put their garbage in a bin and wait till the rubbish truck comes. They just intend to throw it over, especially when they see the water running.
I used to clean the line daily, but it's so much for me alone to do. It needs like even 100 people to help do it.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming out on this beautiful day. I'm Tess Yu from United Nations Environment Program, and we're here to clean up.
What is happening here today is our coastal cleanup collaborative effort led by Scotiabank. In addition to Scotiabank, we have the Solid Waste Management Authority, the Rotary Club of Kingston, the United Nations Environment Program. We have support from the JDF Coast Guard and the University of the West Indies as well, and Protect the Environment Trust. So we have approximately 200 volunteers here, just as we had planned.
We are always sending people on beach cleanup, but it is absolutely not enough. And we are extremely excited by the fact that Scotia partnered with us today.
The need to take care of the environment is paramount. This year we saw it fitting to get involved with Scotiabank and the other entities that came together to do this noble cause.
I wanted to make a very good impact on my environment, and the students from UA, they really wanted to do this as well.
We have a competition as to who can collect the most garbage, but they could just stand in the mangroves and just pick up things around them. You didn't have to move anywhere because you were standing on garbage.
A huge number of plastic bottles,
big containers and crates that people use for like their wash pans.
A condom wrapper and a condom ring.
Lots of diapers.
A few toys and also items like bleach bottles and cleaners.
There was a catheter, this medical thing, and I'm saying to myself, why would anybody throw something like that out here?
I couldn't believe the amount of garbage that we were finding, that people just dump it in the sea like that. Plastic!
What are these? Size of it?
The thing that there was more than anything of was styrofoam food containers.
You just see white, and even though we have cleaned up, you are still seeing white.
Jamaica is in a crisis mode right now.
We used to go over by the mangroves and you'd see things like seahorses in multitudes. It would take a marine biologist now to tell us if those creatures still exist simply because of the level of pollution.
It's embarrassing sometimes. It's to see a lot of garbage in the sea, and the fisherman, it hurts the fishing. And you know, Port Royal is a fishing village.
You'll find scandal bag pitch up in the net, and the fish don't like that, because from see him think it's a wall and turn back.
We have dolphin here pass in the morning, you know. And when the dolphin take up the plastic bag, it kills them.
As a boat operator, a old fridge in the water, it affects us because if we are running the boat in the night, we hit that fridge, we lose that engine. Really, our engine is so expensive now.
So the more garbage in the seas, the less income for the fisherman.
We have just made a little dent in what needs to be done, and it is not just in Kingston, but it's island-wide.
Simply going behind people and clearing it doesn't seem to be getting it across, important as it is for the poor fish that are going to be using the mangrove.
We want people to recognize that we're all citizens of Jamaica, corporate people and otherwise, and everyone is responsible.
This ties in with Scotia Goes Green, because what we're really trying to do at Scotiabank is build the awareness.
Our whole Go Green came out of both a concern for the environment, but also the passion of our employees.
So following on this, we will be launching a competition, partnering with some key organizations and really asking communities, organizations from across Jamaica to tell us what they are doing to give back to the environment.
If other corporate entities can be involved, as Scotiabank has been, as part of a process of really trying to utilize the models that we are working on at the university, I think this has a better long-term effect.
The purpose of this particular project is really to bring to the larger population the problems that we have with disposal, the fact that it is not being done properly.
What we're doing here is a bittersweet experience. This is archaic, this is uncivilized, this is beyond caveman.
It hurts me when I am in a bus or I'm in a car driving and I see somebody throwing things out the bus.
In Jamaica, when you drink a bag juice, you just throw it through the bus window.
It's not a pleasant sight to see. It is a sickness that we have.
We're seeing bottles that are cleaning chemicals. These are very toxic substances that when they get into the water, forget your marine mammals, forget your sea turtles, forget your coral reefs.
When tourists come and see all those garbage on the shore, it's not pleasant.
The European visitor is now selecting their vacation destination and their hotels based on how environmentally friendly they are.
If we don't take care of the environment, what we see here, we're going to see all over Jamaica.
We allow as a people, as a nation, as a government, for something like that to be going on. It is destroying the harbour. Well, the harbour is finished, destroyed a long time.
Hopefully it will bring awareness. Really shock people as to what we're doing to our environment.
We are a people that unless you push us, we don't tend to do what we know is right.
We have now got the message that the environment is an absolutely critical part of our survival.
So we cut down a tree, make sure you plant back a tree. You know, we cut down some mangroves, let's make sure we plant back the mangroves.
And they need to dispose of the garbage properly, such as the garbage bins not throwing it on the road or in the sea.
Then the habit of burning it is even worse. The toxic fumes that are generated from when you burn plastic, any plastic, causes a lot of illnesses, particularly asthma in the children and elderly.
The same way you're taxing cigarettes, tax the plastic bags.
A lot of countries that ban these bags. What you should do at the supermarket, they should be using the crocus bag. Soon there will be no plastic bags in the sea.
Biodegradable things are a bit more expensive up front, but in the long run, the plastic is far more expensive.
We are disposing about 1 million plastic bottles per week.
The United Nations Environment Program is here today tabulating what we've collected.
If we know the source of our litter, then we know what steps to take. For instance, if we see that a lot of this litter is coming from styrofoam food containers, then we say to ourselves, okay, we've got to get these people to put receptacles where they're giving out their containers so that people can just use the styrofoam but then give the people a possibility of putting it somewhere.
National solid waste is not supposed to be going around and containerizing your garbage. You are supposed to containerize your garbage. It must be in a bag, it must be in a skip, or it must be in a covered bucket. It is a fact that we are paid through property tax, and when persons do not pay their property tax, we do not get the money. We probably have nearly 100 truckers who work with us to collect solid waste. When we do not get the property tax, when we cannot pay them on time, they do not come and the garbage is left. So I want to implore people, please pay your property tax so that I can continue to do many, many more cleanups.
We have receptacles all over campus where we collect the plastic bottles, and so we seek to recycle our waste.
Everything can be recycled. None of this should be here or anywhere called Riverton.
What we have been doing here is collecting plastics in a very systematic way. Protect the Environment Trust, they're going to start taking up those plastic bags.
Part of our recycling activity is to also get involved with national beach cleanup programs, efforts such as the one that BNS has in place. So we go and we retrieve the material that the volunteers pick up along the shorelines. That material is then brought here and then separated by type, color, etc. The plastic bottle we get from the beach gets mixed with the plastic bottle we pick up from someone's house or school and is shredded.
Protecting the environment is something that's important not just in Jamaica but all around the world. By making a difference here, just as making a difference anywhere.